joint press meeting hosted by the Ministry of Health and Population and Embassy of India in Kathmandu. On this historic occasion, I would like to request Honorable Minister, Government of Nepal, Ministry of Health and Population to take the seat on the dais. Likewise, I would like to request Honorable State Minister, Ministry of Health and Population to take the seat on the dais. Likewise, I would like to request our guest of honor, Your Excellency, Ambassador, Embassy of India in Kathmandu, Nepal, to take the seat on the dais. Likewise, I would like to invite our respected Secretary, Ministry of Health and Population, to take the seat on the dais. Distinguished officials from the Embassy of India in Kathmandu, Nepal, senior officials of Ministry of Health and Population, its departments and divisions, media representatives, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to you all, and I would like to welcome to you all in this important historic joint press summit. We all know, due to the COVID-19, we have faced several difficulties. The social and economic chaos and the unprecedented changes in our daily lives because of COVID-19. The challenges that we face due to COVID-19 today are somehow different than what we had faced in the past. The people have particularly put their life and routine on hold. Our businesses were closed down or slowed down, have impacted badly at the significant economic and personal cost. We have halted our basic, essentials, social interactions, and many more conditions that have forced us to live differently, think differently because of COVID-19. Not only in one country, not only in one province, but across the world, this impact has been tremendously rapid. Thanks to the science and technologies and untiring effort of the scientists to protect us from this virus, it is one of the landmark achievements that science and technology has gifted us, that is the COVID-19 vaccine. The efforts of government, organizations, healthcare providers, all the frontline battlers, among others, including media, have been commendable in our joint efforts to respond to COVID-19 across the world. These extraordinary efforts have also made our bilateral relations to the next level. Our timely and collective actions to fight against the COVID-19 to keep our people protected, safe, and resilient. I take the pleasure to note the support from the Government of India and people to the Government of Nepal in making Nepal's response to COVID-19 truly remarkable. It further adds the established foundation of our bilateral relationship between the two friendly nations. With this note, I would like to call upon Honorable Minister, Ministry of Health and Population, for your valuable remarks to this historic occasion.
धन्यवाद। माननीय राज्य मंत्री ज्यू, नेपालका लागि महामहिम भारतीय राजदूत महोदय, सचिवज्यू लगायत सबै साथीहरू, आदरणीय पत्रकार साथीहरू, आज एउटा ऐतिहासिक अवसरमा हामी यहाँ भेला भएका छौं र यो संयुक्त पत्रकार सम्मेलनको आयोजना गरिएको छ। आजको दिन निश्चित पनि हामीलाई एउटा ऐतिहासिक दिन हुनेछ र पत्रकार साथीहरूको यहाँ उपस्थितिले पनि यहाँहरूको उत्सुकता र यहाँहरूको सोशल डिस्टेन्सिङ दुईटैलाई त्यो परवाह नगरिकन जुन यहाँहरू आउनु भएको छ। म यस संयुक्त पत्रकार भेटघाट कार्यक्रममा केही कुरा राख्न के चाहन्छु भने हामी विगतकै वर्षदेखि सबैभन्दा बढी चुनौतीको वर्षको रूपमा रह्यो यो वर्ष। कोभिड-19 ले विश्वलाई नै प्रताडित गरेको छ र यसबाट हामी पनि अछुतो रहन सकेनौँ। सरकारले विभिन्न यस युद्धको विरुद्ध विभिन्न लडाई लड्दै आयो। यसै क्रममा हामीले सन्तोषका साथ भन्नुपर्छ कि भारत सरकारले प्रतिकूल अवस्थामा पनि औषधिको सप्लाई होस् या अन्य चिकित्सासँग सम्बन्धित त्यो आपूर्तिलाई निर्विघ्न रूपले हामी जारी नै राखे। आज जुन अवसर छ म यहाँहरूलाई अवगत गराउन चाहन्छु। भारत सरकारले 10 लाख डोज को कोरोना-19 विरुद्धको खोप अनुदानमा उपलब्ध गराएको छ र यसको लागि म सम्माननीय प्रधानमन्त्री श्री केपी शर्मा ओलीज्यू, नेपाल सरकार, यस मन्त्रालय र नेपाली जनताको तर्फबाट भारत सरकार, भारतका प्रधानमन्त्री र उहाँका प्रतिनिधि भारतीय राजदूत महोदयलाई म हार्दिक धन्यवाद दिन चाहन्छु र कृतज्ञता प्रकट गर्न चाहन्छु। यस युद्धमा यो अमूल्य उपहार मैले पहिले पनि भनेको थिएँ, भ्याक्सिन मात्र स्वास्थ्य सामग्री रहेन या व्यावसायिक सामग्री रहेन, यो एक किसिमले राजनीतिक सामग्रीको रूपमा विकसित भइसकेको छ। सीमित देशका सीमित कम्पनीहरूमा मात्रै उत्पादन भइरहेकोले गर्दा हाम्रो लागि उपयुक्त यसको भण्डारण, यसको ढुवानी र खोप अभियानलाई सफलतापूर्वक सम्पन्न गर्नको लागि आवश्यक पर्ने भ्याक्सिन हामीलाई जुन आवश्यक छ, यही आवश्यकता परिपूर्ति गर्ने किसिमको भ्याक्सिन भोलि नै काठमाडौँमा अवतरण हुँदैछ। महामहिम राजदूत महोदय, हामीले आफ्नो जनसङ्ख्याको 72% जनसङ्ख्यालाई खोपको लागि उपयुक्त जनसङ्ख्याको रूपमा चिन्हित गरिसकेका छौँ, जसमध्ये 3% जनसङ्ख्या, जसमा सफाईकर्मी, चिकित्साकर्मी, एम्बुलेन्सका चालक र व्यवस्थापनमा संलग्न व्यक्तित्वहरू, सुरक्षाकर्मी मित्रहरूलाई जो हाम्रा अहिलेसम्म कोभिड विरुद्धको सङ्घर्षका प्रथम योद्धा हुन्, ती योद्धाहरूलाई पहिलो प्राथमिकतामा राखेर हामी खोप अभियान तिनलाई केन्द्रबिन्दु बनाएर हामी सञ्चालन गर्दैछौँ। हाम्रो कानुनी, प्रशासनिक, आर्थिक र प्राविधिक सबै तयारीहरू पुरा भइसकेको म यहाँहरूलाई अवगत गराउन चाहन्छु। भ्याक्सिन ल्याउने क्रममा जति कानुनीहरू मैले अहिले भर्खरै भने कानुनी कुनै पनि जटिलता रहेन, भ्याक्सिन खरिद गर्नको लागि कुनै आर्थिक जटिलता रहेन, प्रशासनिक जटिलता छैन र हामी खोप लगाउनलाई जति तयारी गर्नुपर्ने हो सबै तयारीहरू पुरा गरिसकेको अवस्थामा पुगिसकेका छौँ। यस क्रममा म धेरै समय लिन चाहन्न। यो नेपाल र भारतको बीच मित्रताको एउटा अनुपम उदाहरण हो। भारत सरकारले नेपाली जनता र आफ्ना अन्य छिमेकी देशका जनताको विषयमा जुन एउटा राजनीतिक निर्णयका साथ अगाडि बढेको छ, त्यसको लागि हामी महामहिम भारतीय राजदूत महोदय मार्फत भारत सरकारलाई धन्यवाद दिन चाहन्छौँ र आगामी दिनमा पनि खोपको खरिदमा भारत सरकारको सहयोग अथवा महामहिम राजदूतको सहयोग अत्यन्त महत्त्वपूर्ण हुनेछ। त्यसलाई हामीले महत्त्वका साथ हेरेका छौँ र अन्त्यमा म धेरै समय नलिकन के भन्न चाहन्छु भने यो आफैमा मैले पहिले भनेको थिएँ फागुनसम्म आउँछ, तर पहिलो खेप भोलि नै आउने भयो। मलाई पुरा विश्वास छ मलाई कारबाही हुँदैन होला। त्यसकारणले गर्दाखेरि यो जुन भारत सरकारको सहयोग, हाम्रो सरकारको निरन्तर प्रयत्नले गर्दाखेरि जुन हामीले एउटा प्रथम चरणको प्रथम खेप त्यो पनि अनुदानमा जुन प्राप्त गरिरहेका छौँ, त्यसलाई हाम्रा प्रथम योद्धाहरूको लागि भ्याक्सिन पुर्याउने हामी कोसिस गर्छौँ र त्यसपछि बाँकी रह्यो भने हामीले जो जोखिममा रहेका अन्य जनसङ्ख्यालाई त्यसलाई हामीले खोपको दिने काममा अगाडि बढ्छौँ र यो स्थिति यहीँ थामिन्न। जुन खोप अहिले प्राप्त भइरहेको छ त्यसले त्यतिले मात्र हामीलाई छैन। बाँकी खोप हामी खरिद प्रक्रिया अगाडि बढाएर मैले पहिले सुरुमै भने पारदर्शी ढङ्गले गरिनेछ यो काम। पहिलो दिनै मैले भनेको थिएँ कि मैले अन्य कुनै त्यस्तो अपारदर्शी काम गर्ने छैन र त्यस्तो फाइलमा म ओम पनि लेख्दिनँ। त्यसकारणले यसलाई तपाईहरु निश्चिन्त भएर पत्रकार साथीहरूलाई पनि मेरो आग्रह के छ भने यस विषयको संवेदनशीलता हाम्रो मूल काम के हो भने संक्रमणलाई रोक्ने र संक्रमित भइसकेको उपचार गर्ने। यस खोपले यस अभियानलाई ठूलो मद्दत गर्नेछ। यसले नयाँ विश्वास जगाउनेछ। संसारमा जहाँ पनि यो खोप भइरहेको, यति मात्र हैन कि भोलि त्यो हेल्थ पासपोर्टको रूपमा पनि काम गर्नेछ। खोप लगाइसकेका व्यक्तिहरू कहीँ विदेश जाँदाखेरि अब पीसीआर टेस्ट गराइराख्नु पर्ने लगायतका झन्झटबाट पनि मुक्त हुने संसार त्यतातिर गइरहेको छ र त्यसको पनि हामी सुरुवात गर्न पाउँदा हामीलाई खुसी लागेको छ। अन्त्यमा म फेरि पनि भारत सरकारलाई धन्यवाद दिन चाहन्छु र नेपाली समग्र दाजुभाइ दिदीबहिनीहरूलाई म विश्वास गराउन चाहन्छु खोपको अभियान सफलतापूर्वक सञ्चालन गर्न मन्त्रालय यसका सबै साथीहरू योद्धाहरू तयार हुनुहुन्छ र हामी ढिलो नगरिकन यसलाई अगाडि बढाउने छौं। कुनै पनि विघ्न बाधा उत्पन्न नगरिकन यसलाई अगाडि बढाउने छौं र बाँकीको लागि पनि हामी प्रयत्न जारी नै राखेका छौं। यही भन्नको लागि यहाँहरूलाई यही कुराहरूलाई यही सन्देश दिनको लागि यहाँहरूलाई हामीले दुःख दिएका हौं र अन्त्यमा फेरि यहाँहरूको उपस्थिति यहाँ सबै जो उपस्थित हुनुभयो सबैले धन्यवाद दिँदै म मेरो भनाइ यही अन्त्य गर्न चाहन्छु। धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद माननीय मन्त्रीज्यू यहाँको मन्तव्यको लागि। For the benefit of English-speaking people and international media, I would like to highlight in summary the Honourable Minister's points. It's been a historic occasion, and I'm very delighted to have present in this joint press meeting along with Your Excellency Ambassador. We had a challenging year. We left many things behind. It is not only in our country with the COVID-19. There is no one individual which were not touched by the COVID-19 impact. Despite these difficulties, Government of India, people of India have responded our request and contributed unconditionally, supporting our endeavors to fight against COVID-19. this very historic occasion, and on behalf of the Right Honourable Prime Minister, Government of Nepal, and people of Nepal, the Minister would like to thank the Government of India and send the best wishes from the people of Nepal, humanity. No longer vaccine is that as a technical good, technical product. Now it has become a political product. Lots of political negotiations behind the vaccines has come to that. Vaccine will arrive tomorrow, and we aim to have inoculate vaccination to 72% of the population. That will be delivered in a phase-wise manner. And 3% of the population, in particular the frontline battlers, the heroes, the healthcare providers, ambulance drivers, dead body management, people work in dead body management, and in many front rows, will be acknowledged in the first phase in a priority basis. We hope that with the transparent and a very fair and participatory procurement process of remaining vaccines, we will continue to put our effort to cover the remaining population. And in this regard, the support from government, particularly the Government of India, providing support to the neighboring nations in order to introduce the vaccines, as well as the commendable role played by media, has been an example. With this note, Honourable Minister assured that phase-wise implementation of vaccines will be rolled out. So there is no point to panic, but solidarity and collectiveness need to begin together. With this note, I would like to request Your Excellency, Ambassador, Embassy of India in Kathmandu, Nepal, for your valuable remarks.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister of Health and Population, Mr. Sarokartvhd, Honorable Minister of State of Health of Nepal, Honorable Health Secretary, my colleagues from the embassy who have been in the forefront of coordinating vaccine cooperation between India and Nepal. Yeah, there one is Ms. Soumya. Where are you, Soumya? Can you come here? And Mr. Naveen. Honorable Minister has been kind enough to recognize me and thank me for the cooperation. But I want to mention that the people who are actually working behind the scenes in making all this possible is Ms. Soumya, Mr. Naveen, and the rest of my team in embassy. So I thought it important to recognize them. As the Right Honourable Minister mentioned, you, the honourable, respectable people from the media, who actually have been in the forefront of highlighting not just this pandemic, its impact, but also in channelizing the efforts, the positive efforts, in fight against this pandemic. Whether those efforts are internal to the country or those efforts are a result of a bilateral cooperation between the two countries. When the pandemic outbreak took place last year, I think from the very first day, various elements of cooperation between India and Nepal to fight this pandemic started. They started because I think very early on the whole world realized that the fight against COVID-19 is not a fight of one particular nation or one particular society. It has to be a collective fight. It has to be a fight which can be won only if the countries cooperate. Cooperate with only one objective in mind. Cooperate with the objective of benefiting the people, of freeing them from this problem of COVID-19, and hence, as a result, also unleash various other economic forces which have been quite constrained during the pandemic. Keeping this in mind, our cooperation with Nepal started right from the early days of the initial protective equipment to the PCR testing kits, moving to the supply of the ICU ventilators, and also then ending with the remdesivir medicine. The next step, obviously, the most conclusive step in the fight against COVID is the vaccine. And I think the entire global vaccine community, academic community, scientific community, which the minister made a reference to, has been constantly working right from day one of this pandemic outbreak to develop this vaccine. And again, vaccine as a global good, not vaccine as a self-induced individual good, as a global good. I think finally we are seeing very fruitful outcomes of the efforts of the global scientific community in the development of these vaccines all over the world. I am very happy to state that there are successful vaccine development which has taken place in India. Two of the vaccines against the COVID have been developed in India. And as the Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, had said, and I quote, India's vaccine production and delivery capacity would be used for the benefit of all humanity. It is not, as I said, an effort which is inward looking. It's an effort which is both for the benefit of our own people, but also for the benefit of the global community, humanity, and in particular our neighbors. As a result of that, and in continuation of our previous cooperation, I'm very happy to confirm what the Minister said, that India will provide on grant basis, as a gift, 1 million doses of the COVID-19 vaccine, and if all goes well, it should be able to reach in Kathmandu over the next couple of days, subject to flight logistics and other details. We are very happy to announce that. I would also like to mention that when the Honorable Foreign Minister, Shri Pradeep Gewali ji, visited India last week, one of the important aspects of the discussions between him and his counterpart in India, Dr. S. Jaishankar, the External Affairs Minister of India, was the cooperation relating to COVID. I'm very happy to state that within 1 week of those discussions, and I would say a fruitful outcome of those discussions, we feel satisfied that we would be able to bring the vaccine to Nepal. As I mentioned, this vaccine is a gift from the government and people of India to the government and people of Nepal, who I think have been working tirelessly, both in the government structures, but also more at the people level, working tirelessly to fight against this pandemic. I would also like to mention that Nepal would be among the first few countries to receive this vaccine outside India. You would all be familiar that the rollout of the vaccine in India started only on the 16th, which was, I think, Saturday or Sunday. So, a vaccine coming to Nepal within a week of that, roughly, is effectively a parallel, effort, parallel to the effort within India. In my view, the vaccine cooperation between India and Nepal and the arrival of vaccine in Nepal over the next few days signifies three firsts. One, it signifies people first, most important. Two, it signifies friendship first. And three, it signifies neighborhood first. The vaccine itself is also a result of a very strong base of vaccine production in India. I'm sure you're aware roughly 70% of all vaccines in the world are effectively sourced from India for various global supply. In the end, what I will hope is that with this effort, with our joint efforts, it would probably be signaling the beginning of the end of COVID in Nepal. We are happy that we are able to be one of the starting points of that journey towards the end in the joint cooperation, and we look forward to the rollout of an effective vaccination program in Nepal, which puts an end to this pandemic and which puts an end to the suffering of the people in society. With these words, I would like to once again thank the Minister, Mr. Videsh Tripathi ji, for organizing this joint press conference at which we are happy to share this significant element of our bilateral cooperation with regard to the COVID-19 vaccine coming from India for Nepal. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for your valuable remarks. Certainly, it has boosted our confidence to the next level in order to gear up our fight against COVID-19 in the days to come. Now, what we normally say here is there's no doubt that better days will return. We will again meet you with your family and friends again. We will continue our normal lives again. Although the COVID-19 vaccine is one of the golden tools that has been given to us, the fight against COVID-19 has not yet over. The recommended public health measures, and we would like to really stress on this, the recommended public health measures will require continue to be implemented to the maximum possible. We will overcome this battle one day collectively. In this occasion, the Ministry of Health and Population highly acknowledges the meaningful contribution made by various personnel, including media, making the communication more evidence-based, more transparent, more contextually tailored to the needs of the people, and engaging people and policymakers towards the collective wisdom to deliver COVID-19 response to the meaningful way. Once again, thank you very much for your presence. With the permission of the Honorable Minister and Your Excellency, now I would like to bring this press meeting to a close. Thank you very much for your presence.
ल धन्यवाद है सबैलाई
Thank you very much.
भोलि चाहिँ कति बजे आउने हो?
मैले भनिहालेँ 10 लाख
10 लाख भोलि नै आउने हो?